Nikes on my feet, shout out to Mac Miller. Don't play with me, don't be dishonest, I'm not Tiller. Flip the cup when I finish the drink, a big sipper. I'm a star in my city, I'm high as the Big Dipper. Shit, I don't got ops, if you don't like me, then it's one-sided. Y'all been sleeping too long, no Joe Biden. Crashing out by myself, don't need co-pilots. Got a good feeling, this the one, no flow rider. They don't wanna see me rap like this. Latina, butterized Asian, with the chopsticks. Old news, that boy old news. I was in a trap with my dog cooking Pro Tools. I went Uno, and he probably got those bitches. Every time I rap, I am not missing. Hunter at the show, he gon' hit switches. This is not a game, I am not glitching. That's a dog, he a Rottweiler. 4-2 in my cup, fuck your Budweiser. She love me if I'm broke, that's a 4-lifer. Bro got the gold bust down, that's a 4-9er. Hey, we do it big time. 30 in my pocket, that's a Bitcoin. If it makes sense, then I might join. Good steak on my plate, need that sirloin. Wow, we do it big time. 30 in my pocket, that's a Bitcoin. If it makes sense, then I might join. Good steak on my plate, need that sirloin.
Everything I do, my first name, I don't do nothing less. Look of the year, they playing checkers while I'm playing chess. Rushing to the back, put in the time, boy, I need a check. I don't miss shit, this shot wet, get it out the net. In the cut with Brody, Shaq and Kobe, this ain't nothing nice. Feel like Zach and Cody, Millie Mosby, this the sweetest life. Talking on that boy, we spin his block like wheels, rolling dice. Supreme duo, OG Steve Young and Bake Jerry Rice. That boy think he could lie till I sent his ass to OG David. Know some little niggas slinging rock, feel like I'm raising cane. These niggas more like bitches acting funny, acting Damon Wayne. Way I've been spending, look like I'm trying to make a cut for Wayne. B-I-G-T-I-M-E, baby. Wanna make it big time, come with me, baby. I ain't never doing shit for the free, baby. Cost a Bitcoin to hang with Bacon OG, baby. Wow.
We do it big time. 30 in my pocket, that's a Bitcoin. If it makes sense, then I might join. Good steak on my plate, need that sirloin. Wow, we do it big time. 30 in my pocket, that's a Bitcoin. If it makes sense, then I might join. Good steak on my plate, need that sirloin. Wow.
Pick it up and stack it up and get it laced. I sent the Addy, baby, and she did the race. I'm running through these hunches like I'm Eddie Lace. Shit, 1,000 for sorrows, that's a petty grace. Yeah, I'm dipping out the club, this shit be feeling risky. I know bitches in your section, man, that look fishy. Man, these niggas say they gangsta, where your mouth ties? That nigga swear he got a baddie, I fuck like 9 times. That nigga say he a big dog, how the fuck he a big dog? That nigga really chihuahua, that nigga 5'5". That nigga say he big dog, but how the fuck he big dog? That nigga really a pussy, ain't got 9 lives. I turn the strip club up, baby, that's my vibe. Me and OG smoking the blunt, he got the 5th rate. He ain't only fucking with shorty unless it tits right. Now I'm only fucking with shorty unless her ass tight. Hello, bitch.
What's the plaza? What's the plaza? Hey, you know the plot get bigger. Whole gang dogs got the pick of the litter. So send me an addy, gang keep a stick caddy. Drop us a pin and point us to the afties. What's the plaza? What's the plaza? We all know what we came to do. Throw up signs, gas break like Hollywood. So send me the addy, gang keep a stick caddy. Drop us a pin and point us to the afties. What's the move? What's the 411? Gang got 305s and 522s for fun. Hey, VIP looking like a 20v1. You know how it go, it ain't no fun if the homies can. 5, need like 10 more tens. Drop the location. I'm him if you're ready or not. Need me a Lauryn Hill, but don't be late for your slide. What time and where? Throw it back, rocker. Need a bad bitch like us, cause we like to party. Cheap on this key, don't be shy cause they watching. Us. Yeah. So. What's the plaza? What's the plaza? Hey, you know the plot get bigger. Whole gang dogs got the pick of the litter. So send me an addy, gang keep a stick caddy. Drop us a pin and point us to the afties. What's the plaza? What's the plaza? We all know what we came to do. Throw up signs, gas break like Hollywood. So send me the addy,
she gon' drop the pin. These real bitches got something called common sense. Hey, if you got a question her, then she probably did. This shit I'm throwing extra, it's not the rent. Hey, like she lost something, little baby, fine shit. If it's thick and smell good, then it's my shit. Put that thing in front of me, I do the Heimlich. Yo, nigga jealous and he shoot shit, you better lie, bitch. Introduce me to your friends if you a team player. Right now it's you, but I see something I might need later. Strip down, I get athletic like a ball player. Act right and I'll turn into an R&B singer. And let me sing for you. Oh, yeah. What's the price? Casey, baby. Huh?
What's the price, huh? What's the price? Hey, you know the plot get bigger. Whole game dogs got the pick of the little. So send me an addy, can't keep a stick caddy. Drop us a pin and point us to the afties. What's the price, huh? What's the price?
Yo, what's good? CTC Radio, the only radio station committed to the coast. Casey family, Luke, Wayne, Doo-Wop, CC, Paz, what's good? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. My name is the Holy Lord Sanctus, God of the Coast. Your host on the only radio station playing 805 hip-hop and R&B every Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific time. Me and my co-host, the name Uno and Big Mike, bring you 805 hip-hop news and culture every Monday through Friday. We're the only radio station that does this. We put the coast in West Coast. That's why still we're the only radio station committed to the coast. Rare Breed, Drunken Donuts 420. What's good? Thank y'all for joining. Please share the stream. If you wouldn't mind, we got a fantastic show for y'all today. We're going to be reviewing your music. So if you're an artist and you want us to play your song, give us your and you want us to give you our live feedback, it's just $5 Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. All the information is scrolling along the bottom of the screen. It's real simple. And if we give you a high rating, you can end up on our charts. Only 2 more days until we give away Lou Deezy tickets and Dodie 6 tickets. They're coming to San Luis Obispo Fremont Theater on June 7th. We're giving away the tickets on June 5th. If you want to enter to win tickets, all you got to do is visit our website and become a member. That's connxct.club, connect.club. Become a member at any tier and you're automatically entered to win. Then make sure you're watching on June 5th because we're going to announce the winners. And you can win 2 tickets, free date night to Fremont Theater in San Luis Obispo. So check that out. Also, make sure you check out our album, Kush GPT. It's available now on all streaming platforms. Very fire album featuring all your favorite artists from the 805. It's everywhere you stream music, that album is available. Kush GPT, that stands for Grind Pack Toke, because we put out our own weed with the same name and it sold out earlier. So all that's left for you is the music. Go run those numbers up. That really helps us out. Rare Breed says, I'm gonna hit you up about giving some tickets away to another event if possible. That's definitely possible. Let's do it. I'm definitely down for that. And then if you're watching on YouTube, what's up? Just drop something in the chat if you want to shout out. If not, it's all good. Don't stress. But if you do want to shout out, drop something in the chat. And I got you. Let's play some music. And then I'm going to bring up my co-host Uno and we're going to get into it. We're going to make it short and sweet today. This is brand new music, Stevie Chu. It's called Stick and Move. CTC Radio, the only radio station committed to it.
Hey, dude. Line them up.
Bosses do, I can pass that bitch and shoot it too. I can pass that bitch and narcotics on me might serve a few. I question the Google like why you do it. Move it, flow, now we into it. Razor blazer, aluminum foil. I've been into my life a move. Short it back, ain't let nobody see this shit. The day to move, grab a tail is ratatouille. Off up in the kitchen, now that bitch she won't do me. She back, ain't let nobody see us. Day to be a movie. Walk through, bitches move, niggas move. Clutch the tool, hit them move, stick and move. Yo, Bravo News, Jimmy Choose, walk through. Bitches move, niggas move, clutch the tool, hit them move, stick and move. Yo, Bravo News, Jimmy Choose, walk through. Niggas move, bitches move, clutch the tool, hit them move, stick and move. Bravo News, Jimmy. All the model moving show like Uzi do. Kill up shit, clear the room. Bitch pull up just to see me in the booth. Multiple choice, I pick and choose. Bad without the makeup, white attitude. Which one you working, I'm working too. I flush your love when I'm in the room. I'm going to straight out the room. Which one you working, I'm working too. You ain't bad without the makeup, white attitude. Multiple choice, I'ma pick and choose. Bitch pull up just to see me in the booth. Kill up the shit's gon' clear the room. Out the model working straight like Uzi do. Out the model working straight like Uzi do. Kill up the bitch gon' clear the room. Bitch pull up just to see me in the booth. Multiple choice, I pick and choose. You ain't bad without the makeup, white attitude. Which one you working, I'm working too. Walk through, bitches move, niggas move, cuss it too.
Drunken Donuts, let's change that, man. We can fix that. All you got to do is visit the website, become a member, and you can win tickets. Let's fix that. Dome Splitter, C-Mom, what's good? Thank you for joining. CTC Radio, the only radio station committed to the coast. That's Stevie Chu out of Ventura, California. It's called Stick and Move. If you like that joint, make sure you add it to your libraries and playlists. Let them know where you heard it first. And I got my guy in the building, Sir Uno. What's good, man?
Hey, man, it's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to be here with my people, but it's also another pleasure to always get pulled up to like a song that you like produced and stuff and like are on or something, you know. It's like a theme song, you know what I mean? So like when you like produce a song and you just come up to it, like it's like in your bag, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, give me hype, hype me up, nigga, hype me up.
I'll fuck with it. Rare Breed says Stevie Chu making them dance. Dome Splitter said, what's good, fam? Thank y'all for joining. Don't forget to share the stream if you wouldn't mind. Real quick though, in the chat, quiz. What's good? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. Black Dow, I didn't see you in the chat. Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. Man, what's going on? What's the latest?
Nothing
at all. It's quiet in the streets.
Oh, in the streets? Oh, what I write? I wrote something today. What I write? I wrote. Oh yeah, we could talk about the clip shit. We didn't talk about that.
Yeah, okay, cool. So for those of you who haven't been paying attention, the Clips announced their new album. I think it drops like July 11th or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the single is fire. I love it. I think it's
I haven't heard
fire.
it yet. I haven't got to it yet.
It's fire.
It's like
Go check it out. I like it a lot. It's very, very dope. Go check that shit out. But they did an interview with GQ magazine, and I didn't get to check out the whole interview. Keys in the chat. What's good, sir? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. But the main part of the interview that I'm seeing all over my feed is that they have Kendrick Lamar on the album apparently, and they were signed to Def Jam, and Def Jam is under UMG, and because Kendrick was on the album. They wanted him to change his verse because of Drake's lawsuit. They didn't want it to get any worse. And Pusha was like, of course, I'm not going to censor my music or anybody else's music for a lawsuit. So they said no. It held up the album for like 5 or 6 months. It got to the point where the Clips were just like, yo, just let us off the label. We won't be signed to Def Jam if that's what it's going to come down to. And they were let go. They got let go, basically. So am I leaving anything out?
I don't know if let go is the word, though.
I mean, I'm saying like not they got released is what I mean by like.
But do you feel like they got released though? Like, or are you saying released like they got released out their contract?
Yeah, like I'm not saying they were dropped. I'm saying like
they
were under contractual agreement. They couldn't come to agreement with the label, and the label said, "Fine, you guys can go do your own thing."
Yeah. No, you got it. You covered it all.
And I mean, so everybody's saying like I mean everybody's reaction is basically saying Drake is a bitch, and you know it's more of that, but. I'm gonna be real, bro. I'm still standing on what I say. You call me a pedophile, and I'm not a pedophile. I'm suing you, my nigga. I'm suing everybody involved. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not mad at the nigga. So, but that's
I don't
just
get
me.
So what did he? He said something that like what do you think's on the album that they are like, nah, we not like using that. Like, what do you feel like was the thing?
I mean, so Push said that there's nothing directed at Drake. It's just
is it just the fact that Drake and Push or Kendrick
it
and
looks
Push?
like it looks conspiratorial because Drake's two worst musical enemies are linking up, and UMG is putting that shit out. So it looks like it could be furthering the fact that they're conspiring against him. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even think Drake. I honestly don't even think Drake would have taken it there. I think that's a ploy to make him look worse, because the whole thing is about defamation. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he had a whole battle with Pusha and didn't sue nobody, and Pusha said crazy. Pusha outed that he had a son, and Drake didn't do anything. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so I don't even think Drake would have taken it there, but I get how people are playing on public perception. I guess it's smart on the UMG's terms and Pusha's terms, but I stand on what I said. You called me a pedophile and I didn't do it, nigga, I'm suing your ass. I don't give a fuck. I'm suing everybody.
Yeah, I feel you on that. What you got to say about real quick though? Shot at you though.
What do you say?
I'm so messy, bitch.
Oh,
messy
that ain't a shot at
bitch.
anyone. I'm not expiring to be a host, so that definitely ain't a shot at me. I heard real quick that was host of the year. Get it?
Host of the year? What though? Like shows or like everything? Like pods too? You
had to ask that brother that.
That's what I'm asking.
Cece said Drake getting dragged for friending a freshly 18-year-old female streamer. Yeah, I mean that's weird. That's weird. I'm not here to defend that.
Host of the year. Host of the year. I concur. He said show.
I mean, even if he said bot of the year, you know what I'm saying? Like the only thing that's I'm gonna rile up about is, you know, swag of the year or bars of the year or something. Then we could talk. But I'm not, you know, you had a host of the year. I'm cool. He said shows and capital stuff. I see you. I got you. Drunken Donuts 420 says corporate BS. It is, man. What's your take on it?
Oh, man, I guess if I had to have a take on it, I just think it's interesting that like you would drop somebody for that. You know what I mean? Like, I guess I would just think that you would just drop the song, and if niggas ain't talking about it, so be it. Like, I thought it had to be like y'all niggas was talking crazy about each other on the track. Even bringing it back like, oh yeah, we both killed these niggas. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it's not nothing like that, then I don't understand what the issue is for real.
Yeah, niggas are sensitive. Drake hit him with a Trump. You know what I'm saying? Trying to made niggas scared of getting sued at all. 10K Lee. What's good, man? Thank you for joining. Undefeated 811. What's good? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. Yo, what's I feel like I'm coming around from my old nigga ways.
I've always into the new age. You coming into the new age a little bit?
In a way. I've always been against like Instagram promo sites, kind of. I mean, which is funny because I do that now. But like as an artist, they didn't exist when I came up as an artist. It's not like I'm against them as a concept. It's just that was not a wave when I was coming up as an artist. So it never crossed my mind to do that shit. So, but now I'm like more open to it. So what are some dope platforms for myself, for yourself, for artists in the chat? What are good platforms that are worth paying for promo on Instagram and TikTok?
Chat, you are more than welcome to answer the question.
Because I don't know. Like, I mean, I know like Izzler, but that I don't make that type of music, so I wouldn't.
I'm gonna be real. I've done it a few times. The benefit, more views on that particular video. Not more views in your music, not more people following you, just more views on that particular video. So there ain't none.
On their profile.
Yeah, if they collab post with you, then yeah. Y'all.
Which is new.
Yeah,
Rare
which is
Breed
new.
says at Our Generation, at New West Coast TV. Drunken Donut says none, just word of mouth. Napster, you're out of the chat. Napster, you're out of here. Fucking, I've heard of New West Coast TV, but I think that's very, very, I don't make that kind of music, but I can see that.
I heard of Our Generation too.
Yeah, I've heard of Our Generation. I haven't tried them. Maybe I'll try them for sure. 40 in the chat was good. Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind.
I'm the wrong nigga to ask, gang. I'm not the nigga that.
So are you against it overall?
Oh, no, I'm not
like
against anything.
But I mean, like, you don't see there's no value in it from your perspective.
I've never seen somebody blow up on YouTube, on like World Star or like an Instagram post and sustain that blow up. Mm-hmm. Like that blow up is just like a moment in time, and then like we move on. Like even that one nigga we talked about earlier. What we talk about? That nigga, I was so mad, that this nigga, Big Mike, brought him into the chat. What's that nigga name? I'm just trying to make a little 15 cent, whatever, making a 2 bands. I'm just trying to make a little 2 bands. That nigga, yeah, that nigga was here for the slow dude, the dude that had the thing.
From the Bay, from Thizzler.
Yeah. So it's like those niggas have their moment in time, and then nothing happens after that. So I've just never really seen the benefit for real.
Casey family, what's good? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. Then let me reframe the question. Here's a better question. If you have $500 to promo your music, how are you spending it?
All in the TikTok. I would take that 500. I know it would sound crazy, but I would take that 500, and after like my video or whatever, like I would shoot a video. Like you're not talking about the content, right? Aspect. You're talking about like for the promo, right? The promotion part.
Just the promo, not content production, just promo.
Yeah, just promo. So yeah, I'll probably just do TikTok, bro, because that's literally the tomorrow way of blowing up. Like it will blow up tomorrow if enough views get on it and enough eyes. So I will put 500 into, because now you can pay to play on TikTok. So I'd pay to play the 500 because Instagram doesn't translate to monetary value. TikTok still pays you out for an esque amount of videos blowing up. So probably 400 on TikTok and 100 on Twitter. That's probably what I would do right now if I had 500 just for a song.
Okay, my bad. Key says it's valuable. It's as valuable as a person planning to pay if you strategize and do your research. Excuse me. It'll bring the views, streams, and follows plus potential show opportunities. But if you have no plan, you're literally just paying for the sake of association with the page and look versus capitalizing off the investment. So how would you spend $500, Key? And then Uno, to dive deeper, when you say TikTok, do you mean just TikTok ads directly on the platform? Do you mean you'd hire influencers to do dances? Do you mean you'd pay $500 and spread that across people reviewing your music on lives? What would you do?
Yeah, no, I would just put it towards ads towards the videos that I make, whatever video content that I have towards the videos, a bunch of one shots, a bunch of things, and I would do it towards that. YouTube, to me, you could do YouTube ads, but YouTube ads is the same thing. You're just clicking to YouTube in that particular song, and I'm not investing into you. People don't subscribe off of a YouTube short, right? They're just watching that video, and when I remember that song name, I'll just search type and go to that song name when I want to hear it. I'm not necessarily subscribed to that particular artist. On TikTok, and this is just a fact, once you post a video that gets an esque amount of number of views, follow that. You know what I mean? You're not just getting views. Instagram is more so the same as YouTube. You're just getting the views. You're not necessarily getting the interaction, is that the word? The
engagement.
The engagement that you would get on TikTok that could translate you to real, to your music and other avenues, right? Because if you're only getting a 30-second video that goes popping, and that 30-second video, people are now going to go get the whole song, versus on Instagram or whatever, you know what I mean? Or YouTube, I'll just go watch the video. And that is
Casey family, you have never heard of Thizzler, my nigga? Your shit would be busting on. That's crazy to me. Yo, your shit would go crazy on Thizzler, I think, personally. It's gonna go one way or the other because them niggas are some haters on there. It's either gonna go good or not. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm just shocked.
No, you good. I was done.
Key says Google, Facebook, TikTok ads on multiple shorts. My page hit 9,000 on TikTok. After this company ran ads to my page through 3 posts, saw a jump in streams in the associated city, but my shit got hacked. So this is what I'm saying. This is a problem with TikTok. TikTok, I have enough data. So just so y'all know, I'm a producer. I executive produced a project this year that has almost 400 million views on TikTok. TikTok has a 1% conversion rate, damn near. So, or 10% conversion rate. So out of those, 1% conversion rate. So out of those 400 million views on TikTok, those convert to about 400,000 streams on Spotify, which is good, right? Like as an independent artist, it's cool. That's bread, but like,
but that's 2 revenue streams though.
Not really because the way TikTok pays out on video is they pay you $1 for every 1,000 new videos. So they don't pay you per views on TikTok. They pay you per post. So every new video that uses your song on TikTok counts, but they have to use at least 30 seconds of your music, and it cannot be muted, and they have to play it through 30 seconds. And it takes 1,000 of those to make $1. So 1,000 new posts of your video to make $1.
Yeah, but then there's videos that go. There's a particular video that will do. I'm not too familiar with it, right? So like, I guess we would have to use like a Big Time Bake, for example, on this topic.
Joey, what's good?
Because I know one on his Instagram is 2.2 million, and then I know his TikTok something was knocking. So you just have to ask him. I'm not cracking on either one of those. I ain't never reached none of it. I just know.
I will guarantee. I will promise you, he has not made $1 off of that. I mean, I'm saying I bet he's converted some of those people to Spotify listeners. I'm not saying that.
Oh, for sure.
But the conversion rate is about 10%. So if he got 1%. So if he got 2.2 million streams on TikTok, it's likely that conversion rate was about 2,000 streams on Spotify. That's just too much work for me. I'm sorry. I'm not going to.
I mean, I could use Randy for an example. I know the nigga had Lemonade and the song was at like 200 streams, and one video alone put his song to get like, I think 30,000 streams in like a week. So just from that TikTok blow up. So I don't know what the numbers are now, but I know that was just a week. So I don't know what I could go off of. That's why I said we can probably use people that we can use as examples that maybe will give us more gears, because what was show off prior to it blowing up on TikTok and Instagram. Now, maybe he did make money off of that, but his conversion rate is probably higher than what we're saying now. The overall statistical numbers is probably 1%, but yeah, niggas suck. So that's not really fair. Like 1% of artists still make it in the world. That don't mean
true
niggas shouldn't rap.
And I do think that is and I'm not saying that. Like, I'm just saying for me, I don't know that that's a good strategy for me.
Yeah,
because
what about you?
My like, I guess I'm trying to figure that out. Like, I think right now, if I had $500, I would lean more towards an influencer campaign and just spread that out amongst like influencers with followers, probably on TikTok. The reason I don't like ads is because once you get into the buying ads game,
You
it's
gotta
been
still do
my
it. You gotta
experience.
keep doing. You gotta keep
You
doing.
got to keep doing it. It's like I feel
Yeah.
like every time I buy ads, I lose access to my audience if I don't keep buying
If
ads.
you don't buy ad, yeah.
And that shit drives me.
And I don't necessarily think it's your audience in the first place, because
True.
you're I think you're buying ads to gain an audience. So once you stop buying those ads, the audience that you were gaining stops.
No, but what I'm saying is like right now I don't buy ads on Connect the Coast at all, and my engagement is cool. Right. If I buy ads, my engagement will go up, but if I stop buying ads, then I'll have even less engagement than I had before. Yeah, and that to me is like, and I can never get back to what I had unless I keep buying ads, and I'm just like, yo, that's not efficient at all.
No, it is for them. It is for them
for sure. Okay, my bad, Casey. You do okay. Mark 40 says IG ads, Latin beats. I mean, that's good if you Latin. I'm not Latin, so that's not really gonna crack for me. AdSense on YouTube. I do have trouble running AdSense ads. I'm gonna need a tutorial on that one because my ads always get declined, like no matter what. Even if I use the clean version of the song, even if I do different clips, my ads always get declined on YouTube. I don't know what the fuck that is. Drunken 420 says, whatever happened to underground street teams? That part. Rare Breed says 40 Latin beats definitely has helped a lot of artists. CC says, I feel like TikTok is playing with me. Nobody can tell me why my store's merch disappeared. I'm about done with them. Casey Fan says, I just do ads, reach. Hopefully they start using the sound. I mean, I think that's a good thing to do. I think it depends on the type of music you make. I think you have really good music for that. I don't know that. I mean, I guess we have some songs for that.
I don't like. That's why I don't do it. But I don't think that's like. You're asking me. What would I feel like? What should you do? Not what I would do, because my answer is different. Because it kind of goes into real quick. Though, is a question. I am direct to consumer. I don't necessarily give a fuck about TikTok. Now I use TikTok as a metric, you know what I mean? And understanding, okay, like the Big Time song. I put the Sin song, shit had like 200 views. I put the Big Time song, shit had like 1,000 something views. So now my metric on TikTok is, okay, y'all niggas like to shake your ass. So I got to make songs, and all those songs are going on TikTok for, you know what I mean, as those. Now, this shit, I don't believe in having a number for direct to consumer to answer his question. I believe that's what I would do, though. Like, I'm 500 into marketing my project so that people buy my project before you can go get it for free. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of my MO.
Yeah, I would. So let me finish the chat. Casey Fam says, no, I do know what it is, bro. It was to answer my question. It was my answer to the question. Dizzler with the Soldier Boy voice. Got you. 40 says TikTok pays way less. Jenny in the chat. What's good, Jenny? Thank you for joining. So is Ashley21. Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. Real quick though, says, how big should your following be before you consider direct to consumer? 0. You should consider direct to consumer immediately and always, and that should always be a parallel campaign to whatever you're doing, because there's no time that's too early for direct to consumer, because that's the audience you're building that you own, and that's your leverage to get any other deal, right? Like if you go to a comedy club without your own audience and try to book something, you might get booked real quick though. But if you go to Levity Live and say, I have a newsletter with a subscription audience of 2,000 people, and and I have an open rate of 20%, so 400 people open every time I send an email, they're gonna be like, oh shit, you got an audience. That's a potential 400 tickets we can sell every time you send an email. So we're gonna take you more serious. So direct and consumer should always be at the forefront of your mind. It's never too early to do that. And you should always own your email channel. So direct to consumer, your email channel, your text channel. And now, I mean, websites are still kind of relevant, but you definitely want your own app. And it's really easy to make your own app with tools like Gemini, AI tools like Gemini and Lovable. And I think there's another. Just look up vibe coding. But vibe coding, there's a lot of free app. Claude, Chat GPT. You can code your own apps pretty easily and get them live on the App Store. Or what we use called Fourth Wall for our Connect the Coast website, and that's a really good website. Check that shit out. 40 says all different races on Latin Beats. Definitely more of a Southern California blog though. Texas too. I didn't realize that. I mean, I never really like checked Latin Beats since it's first started, but when it first started, I only ever saw like Chicano rappers, so I never really like saw it as a platform for me since I don't make Chicano type music. Rare Breed says maybe go viral on Say Cheese TV. Nardo Wick would post on all the platforms, $50 each, like a few times a month. I think if you make that type of music, that's a good way to go. I know real Say Cheese is way more than $50 now. It has to be. Real quick though, says World Star. I mean, I've been on World Star too many times, bro. You got to be ratchet as fuck to be successful on hip hop on World Star. Or they just hate. They're gonna hate on you until you quit. And Rare says real quick though, World Star has helped a lot of artists too when you partner with them. But again, I think you got to be like super, super ratchet. It also depends on what your goal is. So I guess I should have been more specific with the question. Because if your goal is to make money, then you'd spend that $500 differently if your goal is to get visibility. But I guess what's more important to you at this stage in your career, visibility or cash?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be visible if I go outside. So cash, baby. Hard arm, paper, stack me up, baby. Money is important. Money rules the world. At the end of the day, is your value and your time worth money? If it's not, then what the fuck is you doing it for? At the end of the day, I understand the grind, but I have too much to do every day to just be sitting here doing it for the love of the sport. Now that doesn't mean that I don't have it. I'm not a visionary. That don't mean that it has to be right now directly, but nah, man, my life for the most part, when it comes to making music, yeah, I'm about to, yeah, like streaming don't.
So how do you discern whether an opportunity is worth not getting paid for, but even though you're not getting paid for it, it's still worth doing it?
Love or not.
So it's never about the exposure for you. It's just about if I fuck with who's putting it on.
Exposure for what? Like exposure for like at the end of the day, if I perform, I get the same exposure as if I walk in the building. Now you may not, but I do. Not you personally, but other niggas in the chat. If they walk in, they may have to get on stage and make niggas like, oh, this nigga's like that. When I walk in, I don't have to necessarily do that. So,
but I mean, like, let me put a scenario out there. This is for everybody in the chat. Like, this actually happened to me. A friend of mine got a TV show on Fox. Usually, for those that don't know, if you're on a TV show, no matter what, you're supposed to get paid. You can waive your payment, but you have to like sign a thing to waive it. And that usually is rare, but it happens like if they plan to do a segment and they're over budget, but they still want to do the segment and they can get talent to agree to waive the fee. So they did a segment. They wanted to add a segment where they were over budget, but this was a national TV show. So my friend was like, yo, you want to come on this show? You'll get to be on. You get to freestyle for like, 5 minutes. We'll big you up, but we can't pay you. What would you do in that scenario? Would you take the opportunity or would you not?
So, I would. And I'll give you a scenario. So without saying too much, when I say that, as I was going into my other spill was I'm big on I'm a visionary. So also seeing where something goes for doing something for free. I'm big in building connections. Connections rule the world. So if I feel like it's necessary to do something, then 100%. I got offered a job. I did overly and above what I was supposed to do for the job. I'm still waiting back from the person knowing that I got the job, but waiting to finalize the job. But it's like, yeah, I did the work that I wasn't supposed. I overtly see the work that I was supposed to get paid for. But let's say I didn't get the job, I did some shit that they, you know what I mean, that they should have paid me for. But it was the opportunity. So, you know, I think you have to weigh what's smart for you and what's not. I think it's dumb. And I say that to say it's hypocritical, right? It's because everything is situational based. So if I'm recording an artist, like if I'm an engineer and the engineer don't got no bread, but the nigga slaps, the nigga make hella slaps, I'll be an idiot to be like, oh nigga, where the bread at? But then switch it. If I'm an engineer and niggas is ass cheeks and they talking about they ain't got no money, nigga, I'm not wasting my time without the bread. So it's like it just goes hand in hand to kind of what situation it is. I just don't think it's as black and white or as we want to make it. If that makes sense.
I feel that. So yeah, but so that sounds like it does come down to like how valuable is the opportunity. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, what do you love? That's why I said love. Like, what do you love the most? Like, if money is what you love the most, you're not gonna take the opportunity because it's love. If you love relationships, if you love building connections, if you love what opportunities present, if you just love performing, you go take whatever the fuck pop up. You know what I mean? Like without questioning it. You know what I mean? Me personally, if you were to ask me to do something without money getting involved in it, I'm doing it off of love that I have for our relationship. And same with like a Jenny, same with, you know, like there's multiple people like that. You know what I mean? But I also am still in moderation because I need my bread. So like you know what I mean? Like I'll give you three. I'll give you 3 songs real quick. And one song and 2 features. Like I'll give you some verses for free. Like I love you. But like if I like, nah, you want a set, you gotta pay for that. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of how I think about shit.
Key says 500 for some is gonna be a pop-up show. Others is hardcore marketing. Could be a batch of videos, content or a full video. So that plays a role as well. Gia, Misha in the chat. What's good? Gia's in the chat. What's good? Thank y'all for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. 40 says it depends. Sometimes being in the door is better than being on the outside waiting to get in. Being on the outside waiting to get in. Being inside the doors, I got you. Mr. Tone just joined. Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. He says, yo, let me know if I could chime in on video chat. It's $100, and yes, you can for $100. Or else you just got to put it in the chat.
Yo, what's wrong with you, nigga? You crazy as hell.
So that brings up a good question. I think you bring up a good point. When is a good time for an art? Because right, like I feel like we always run into this conundrum of like, I always respect an artist's ability to set their own worth, but I be running into some niggas that do that at the wrong time. In my opinion, it's not my right to tell them that they're not worth that. You're worth what you think you're worth. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You're worth whatever somebody will pay you. That's what you're worth. But you can set that worth however you choose. Yeah. But like, when is it a good time for an artist to stand firm and draw that line?
Between I'm not doing something if you pay me, or I'm gonna do it. What do you like that?
Yeah. Like when should you start? Because first, I'll give you it's like
a great question, motherfucker. Great question.
I have been paid. So in the spark what you just said, like how you decide whether you're gonna charge somebody for a verse or not. Yeah, and I don't charge people for verses out here on the coast because I've been paid a lot of money for my verses. and I know the max a nigga out here on the coast can afford is like $300. And if I take $300 from you, that means my verses are worth $300. So I'd rather just decide who I want to work with and give it to you for free. Because if I charge what I really
want to charge or worth on worth, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I have actually gotten paid those prices for my verses.
Yeah.
Whereas I've seen people who have never been paid $1 for their craft stand on business. And I'm like, where's this coming from? I feel you, dog. But where is this coming from? Nobody's ever paid you before. Why is this a thing now? And I don't think you're wrong in doing that. I think that is your right. But where do you draw the line? Where do you think that should happen?
I feel like
there we go. Okay, well, you're back.
Yeah, no, I'm stuck. I feel like so I guess from experience, right? I don't feel like even when you're on, and I'm talking experience from my relationships with people, my personal own, shit I be around, blah, blah, blah. Niggas that get on do the same thing we're doing, just to niggas that we wouldn't do it to. But they feel the same way.
What do you mean by that? Will you clarify that a little bit?
Yeah. So, all right, real shit. I'm gonna be a buck as a horse right now. Just straight all the way a bean. If I charge you, you suck. Now, whatever that price is the price that I feel like you can pay me at the time. So when niggas say they want to pay, they want you to pay for a verse, they either think you suck, the song sucks, they not doing nothing with this song's not going nowhere, or they need money right now. So they gonna put their talent for sale right now. So you gotta pay. That's the only time niggas is charging niggas. If the song is fire and I have a relationship with you, now if we talking underground shit, we're not talking label shit. Label shit is different than that, right? We're not talking label shit. Relationship shit is if I fuck with your song and it's gas and you ask me to get on it, I'm throwing a verse on that motherfucker. If you ask me to get on it and it's ass, you got to pay for that. Now, if I don't know you and the song is good, I'm going to see if you going to pay for that. And if you not going to pay for that, we'll determine if I get on the song or not. But it's not immediate fuck no, like it would be if the other nigga who gave me the whack ass song didn't want to pay what I told him to pay. Does that make sense? Am I making sense to everybody in here?
That makes sense to me. So the quality of the song has a lot to do with it for you. Which is, I mean, that I agree with that. I'm not.
No, but relationships can do it. I'm not a huge fan of. I love to throw people in so that people understand what I be saying. I love Danger. Danger does a lot of. For those that don't know, Danger 805 just dropped an album. Go get that. I'm not a huge fan of Danger's music, but if Danger asked me to get on something, even me knowing I don't like it, I would do it because of my relationship. So it has nothing to do about the song necessarily. Now that determines to the random nigga how much I charge him, for sure. It's for sure. Because if the song's dog water, my nigga, like, I'm not about to save this. So I need something for my time, nigga. I gave you an hour of my time to cook up a verse. Now if it's ass, I gave you 5 minutes of my time to cook up the verse. Now I I need to get paid for that. I need to get paid for that.
I feel that. Mr. Tone says, I respect the hustle. 100 to chime in on game and industry. It's not a hustle. It's just that, you know, we don't do drop-ins like that. You know what I'm saying? So it just has to be worth our time.
What did he say? What was the response? Sorry, I didn't hear the response.
Basically he's just saying that he's been in the game for a while and he has some wisdom to chime in. And I would love to hear it, but just drop it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Tone says, well, I'm sorry, real quick though, says people should be proud to pay their people a hill I'm willing to die on. CC says standing on a box of hot air. I don't disagree with you real quick though. I think that people should be willing to pay other people, but I also think that we got to be realistic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we got to be real.
Well, we got to be, yeah, because I don't agree that. I think being real with who you are and being real with where your value lies should just, and all right, bro. I'm not paying a nigga who's not bringing nobody to a show, regardless of what you feel like you should be paid. Why do you feel like you should be paid that? As much as you want to charge what you can charge, that's cool. My retort is, why?
Yes, I mean shows are way more concrete than verses. Verses is like NFTs, like you set the value and it's like whatever someone sees you as valuable, they'll pay that. Verses are like paintings or something like that. But shows is quantifiable data. If you have never sold a hard ticket in your life, ever, you do not need to be asking to get paid to do a show. Ever. I'm sorry. Like, that's just what it is. Ticket shows are based on ticket sales and how many people know your song. That's it. That is the formula for a show. That's why I'm out here screaming that I love shows. I fuck with shows. I'm not saying we should never do shows, but we need to start creating scenarios where people get to know the music so our shows matter more, because niggas ain't selling hard tickets. Niggas don't have hits. And we got people just staring at us like we're at a goddamn fucking zoo, like we're in a goddamn zoo. They not dancing, they not doing shit.
Nigga,
and it's like,
bro, I looked at niggas at Copper Blues, all them niggas there. And granted, I'm blind and performing and jumping around, but I stopped. Look, I said, oh, what the fuck we here, gang?
Like niggas just be staring at you, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. 40 says some big niggas want you to pay even if you dope even if you dope too, just because you using their platform. Rebry says some definitely know they value too. 40 says sometimes if niggas don't know you, they not with it. I feel that. Mr. Tone says between on riding others' waves. CC says, yeah, that make sense. Uno Dubs doing music, just joined. And Matthew Aaron in the chat, what's good? Thank you for joining. Mr. Tone says, Mark has a point, but you got to have history to charge. I agree with that, Mr. Tone. Like history kind of sets your price. And if you don't have no history, then it's like what Uno said, what am I actually paying for if you don't have no history? CC says, why are you typing? Leave that nigga alone. Let him live. Let the nigga scream in the chat if he wants to scream in the chat. Real quick, that says, I'm speaking from the verse standpoint. Rebry says, if you're not profitable for shows, you're not getting booked. That poor. 40 says 100. Real quick, though, says, if I made music and I'm a fan and I want you on a song, I'm paying. And I fuck with that. I'm like that too. Like, I'll ask you your price. If you say your price and I don't want to pay it, I'm going to just say, no, I'm not going to haggle with you. Like, and if I like the price and I can't pay it, I'm just going to pay it. But I'm not finna bargain with you. But if I ask you for my price, nigga, you better pay that ticket. Mr. Tornado 5 says, or if you got connections, that's worth the pay. 40 says, niggas was vibing at Copper Blues. Rebry says, Mr. Tony certified, man. And CC said, fine. Yeah, man. Like I'm not sleeping on Mr. 805. I'm just saying, I'm just not inviting niggas on the show like that. It has nothing to do with.
Yo, we don't need nobody cosign. Look, the way that this shit operate is somebody knows somebody. I know Tone. You don't need a vouch for niggas. We know between us two and Big Mike. Hey, I think we got the 805 covered for the most part. I think so. I can't speak for facts. I'm about 90% sure. No, 90%.
So yeah, to me, like, yeah, if you're not selling no tickets with the shows, conversation over as far as like getting paid. Like, conversation over. We're not having a conversation. I don't really want to hear what you're talking about. Like, that's ridiculous. Right? But verse wise, I mean, I think that's kind of data driven too, right?
So no, it's not though. Nah. All right. So what? So I was gonna ask you, what made you get? So what was the price that the nigga said that he stayed on? That you felt like there was a price that this conversation came from? No.
What do you mean?
Like, the nigga gave you a price, right? Like, this came from a real life situation, right?
Oh,
like
no.
what we're talking about.
It did kind of, but it's more so.
Damn, nigga, why you make me feel like I was tripping, nigga?
It's a bunch of situations, not one specific one.
Okay, so give me a price that someone said that you felt like, nigga, you tripping. That he stood on, or she stood on.
I think the latest was I wanted to shoot a music video.
Don't say who. Please don't say who.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I wanted to shoot a music video, and somebody was featured on the video, and they wanted me to like basically pay them to be in the video. And
they're on the song?
Yeah.
Okay. They wanted to pay you. They wanted you to pay them to come to the video. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I definitely, like, again, I'm not mad at how anybody runs their business, but it's just like, who is paying you to be in music videos? Like, if that was the thing, like if I know this to be true, if I know you to be getting booked to get paid. If I knew that you're getting booked and paid for mad music videos, it wouldn't even be a question. I'd be like, fuck it, come. But you not moving the needle like that. Like, when your shit comes out, like, it's not like.
Do I know who this person is?
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, probably. And it's just, you know.
I don't think no nigga I know. I don't think not a single nigga I know, including my fucking self, should charge no nigga to go to a music video. Now, if you asking me to, now it's different if I need help getting to the music video. That's different. But if you ask a nigga to do a music video and I'm already on the song, there's not a single nigga that I know in the 805, in the underground scene right now, from that nigga to this nigga, that nigga to this nigga, that is should get charged to slide on no video. No. Sorry.
Yeah. And
that's crazy. I thought it was a verse.
Yeah, nah. I mean, I'm gonna be real. There's nobody. If I'm giving away verses for free, nigga, you gonna give me a verse for free, nigga. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, nigga. Because you don't rap better than me. So there's no way I'm paying anybody for a verse.
Do you think they charge? All right, let's take it to another level. Do you think Kyle is charging $3,000 for a verse that he would charge? Do you think that 3,000 ticket or 10,000 ticket is the same ticket all around?
Like, when you say all around, do you mean like it includes the verse and the video?
No. Do you feel like his price to you for a song is the same price for Yachty for a song?
Oh, no. I feel like for Yachty, he's gonna do a little swappy swap, and he gonna clean up on the publishing. but he gonna charge me the upfront bag for sure. Hold on, I wanna address this too. 40, I'm not saying Copper Blues wasn't lit. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is there were niggas just looking at it, not us, I wasn't on stage, but there were niggas looking at on stage like what's happening, and I know that some of that was just people just listening because that's the first time they heard that music, so they're absorbing it. But this is my point, is that I don't think that the first time niggas hear songs should be at a live show. We need to create more opportunities for people to hear the music before they get to the show, so when they get to the shows, they're up front, like I'm up front. They're singing along. You know what I'm saying? They're not just staring at niggas, because the niggas who know the songs in the crowd are other rappers. And that's what I'm saying is I'm not speaking for nobody else in the chat. I'm not speaking for nobody else on this panel. I am personally tired of rapping and performing for other rappers. I don't want to do that shit.
Nigga 40 stupid, yo.
I don't want to do that shit no more. So that's where I'm at.
Sorry, Ford. We're not all like you, okay? You know, sometimes our balance ain't built like that. I don't have my niggas in the stands holding the chairs for niggas. You feel me? You know what I mean? I ain't built like you. You feel me? I ain't got, you know, I ain't Notre Dame like you. You feel me? I ain't got it like that.
Real quick says, call me petty, but I'm not paying anyone that I'm better than. Help me break that mindset. Nah, I mean, unless you my little homie and I'm trying to like take you under my wing, that's the only other way. But like, yeah, I'm not paying you for. I'm not doing it. If you're not like that, I'm not paying you. I'm sorry. I'm not even sorry, actually. I'm not even sorry about it.
I'll pay a nigga that's not better than me. I do it
for
all the time.
For a verse?
I'm not paying nobody for a verse.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking specifically for a verse.
No, I'm not paying a single soul for a verse. I got the hottest niggas in the game. Look, bro. I've gotten the hottest niggas in the city to do something for love for me. Never in my life will I ask anybody other than those niggas that did it for free to do something for pay. And the fact that they did it for free done fucked all you niggas with me. It done fucked it. I'm not giving y'all niggas no dollars out of my pocket. Hey, I'm rhyming today. My freestyle is impeccable, boy.
It's the bars is organic. The
hey,
bars is organic.
Hey, I'm telling you, they call me Dr. Seuss, boy.
40 says, I feel you on that though, Sanctus. That's why I don't be performing out here. But that's my thing too. Like, I want to create more opportunities for niggas to hear music. Like, because if we keep running to LA, it's never going to get better out here. I'm not saying that you should stop going to LA or going other places, but I feel conviction for myself to do something about creating more opportunities for the music out here.
I feel like at the end of the day, I feel like.
Go ahead, right. Tone, ask what you want to ask, and go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead. What were you saying, Uno?
I think when it comes to like a Ford, for example, I feel like he's built something that's similar to why I was able to do a Sin of Madness, right? I think he's able to do those and not have to worry about not getting paid and not do those shows, the showcases shows. Like, he don't have to do those. And when he chooses to do those, he can do them for whatever purpose he wants to do them for. But when he does his own shows, I feel like he's built enough cachet that he can get his own shit off. You add another nigga, add three niggas. Now you got a sold out event. You feel me? Like, I feel like he's done enough of that. So I don't think that takes away from what you're saying either, though. You know what I mean? I don't think it's mutually exclusive.
Yeah, I mean, and I think 40 is like, there's always exceptions to the rule, right? Like, I think like you, Philly, 40, Harris, Enzom, Surrealist, Bake, and there's a few more other people as well. Connect the Coast. we're all strong enough artists to get people's I've seen it happen. Like I was a fan instantly of Big Time Bake the first time I saw that nigga perform. Like second one, minute one. I think he's the only artist I ever ran up on Uno and was like, who is this nigga? Like, who is this nigga? Like,
hey, straight out of left field, nigga. That nigga don't never do that. Nigga's like,
yeah.
oh, who is this nigga?
So there are always exceptions to the rule, but for the most part, people are never gonna fall in love with you hearing you perform. They're never gonna fall in love with your music hearing you perform for the first time. Like, and I've seen that true. Like, I was with, and I'm gonna answer your question in just a second, Tone. I was with Justin Timberlake was at my house for the final run of recording the album with Like I Love You and Cry Me a River, and when he was going solo from NSYNC. He used to come over to my house after all his recording sessions and like play his records and shit like that. And there was this whole big
Justified.
He Justified, and he debuted that song, the Like I Love You, which is a song I love now. I think that's one of my favorite fucking beats and R&B songs of all time. But he premiered that song on the VMAs. No one had ever heard it, and niggas was staring at. This is Justin Timberlake from NSYNC Hits. He performed this song. Niggas was staring at this nigga like, what is this? Like, what is this?
I ain't gonna lie, I performed the new song and I felt like you're 40 gonna have to tell me if niggas wasn't because I couldn't see. But boy, I was performing that new song like, why did I do this? No! I'm in there performing like, I feel like I look like a clown right now.
and I'm just saying, like, sometimes that can work, but most times you need to give people an emotional attachment to the record, and the best way to do that is a party where they heard it and they're vibing with their friends, they're drinking, and they're like, oh, I like this song, and then they see you perform and they're like, oh, he sings that song. You know what I'm saying? Like, Cassie's a good example of the opposite, which I'll explain, but I don't want to ignore the chat. CC says organic bars. Real quick though, says floral picks is crazy. Butter in the chat. What's good? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. Mr. Tone says, how many views or streams do I have? I've never calculated all my views or streams as an artist / producer, but I know it's in the 100 million streams.
I don't like seeing footage. Sorry, I don't like seeing no footage of my shows. I don't like seeing no nothing. I like recaps only with the songs in the back. Don't show me no live nothing. I don't like live shit. I've never watched a live performance a day in my life. All you niggas reposting my shit, I swear to God, I don't watch them. I literally just click ad and go on. Niggas be like, that's you performed that. I don't know, nigga. I don't know what I did. I'm not.
You missing out, nigga. You put on a good show. You missing out.
No, I need to get better. I don't look at it.
Yeah, Mr. Tone, I think lifetime streams, like as an artist, probably like 30 to 50 mil. As a producer, like definitely over 150 million streams. I just produced an album this year that has 370 million views on TikTok, close to 500,000 streams on Spotify. That's just one album. So a lot is the answer.
What was that? What he asked? Sorry, I missed that again.
How many views or streams do I have? Rare Breed says they heard Cam DeGuapo's music first and came to his shows and turned up, but they heard the music first, like you're saying. Exactly. Mr. Tone says, I got 95% of all the artists in the 805 that are going crazy that have 100K views and mad numbers on streams, a call away, and they all charge. But again, like, to me, this is the culture I'm talking about also. It's like, that to me, if you play me like, Tone, respectfully, if you play me somebody that has 100K and they're from the coast and I never heard of them, I don't believe the numbers. I don't believe the numbers. And there might be people that I'm just not in that scene. I'm not saying I know everything, right? But like, there are plenty of people on the coast who are manipulating numbers. There are people who have 100,000 monthly listeners that I know do not have 100,000 monthly listeners because I've been to their shows. You know what I'm saying? Like, the live show gets all that influence. I'm not saying, Tone, that you have influencer artists. I don't know who your artists are, but the live shows get all the streams and views and all that shit out the way, because
what's happening?
I feel like he's just proving the opposite point, that like some artists should charge, and if they're at that point where they should charge, then that's fine. But again, like, it depends, right? Like, if they have an engaged artist with 100,000 views, cool, they should charge. But those are not the people that I'm talking about. He says, I'm teaching them money talks in all aspects, but I also think that, like, I just don't believe that this whole the side hustle culture, money over everything in music, is what breeds bad fucking music and bad business, right? So I guess I'm bringing up, my whole point of bringing up this question is because there are a lot of artists who want to get to the bag so badly that they do bad business that never gets them off the ground, and in fact ruins their reputation because they believe they should be getting to the bag. Am I the person to say am I the person to say that they're outside of their rights for doing that? No. But I do know that people are fucking up opportunities that they wouldn't otherwise have, just because they're asking for a bag that, in my opinion, they don't deserve. Maybe in their opinion they deserve it, but in my opinion, they don't deserve the bag like that. But to each his own.
Yeah.
Isaiah 2 turn in the chat. What's good? CC says, he said, well, shut my motherfucking mouth wide open. Dr. Dre 805 in the chat. Thank you for joining. What up, Dre? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. CC said, laugh at the streams. Trouble Kid. See, I think Trouble Kid has a real engaged audience. Like, if I don't want a verse from Trouble Kid, but if I did want a verse from Trouble Kid and he said $500, I'd pay him. If he said $1,000, I'd pay. I know he has an engaged audience. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not the person I'm talking about in this conversation. I don't know who Tato is. I do know who Leo the Fool is. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on who the artist is. CC says, you either got fans that love to listen to you, love to watch you, or both. 40 with the eyes. Maria Mirez says, but I also do think too, like, and this is something I've been dealing with because I'm putting together a new album right now that I've been working on. You'll see it early next year, like y'all saw this one at the Grammys this year. And what I am running into is people who have the 100,000 follower range do overvalue their worth a lot. Because, and I said this, did I not? Chat is my witness. Did I not say this a few weeks ago? I just went to a Billboard conference with the Billboard charts and all these people a couple weeks ago, and they said that they're not going to pay people. They're not going to pay influencers who have 100,000 views. They're not paying these exorbitant prices anymore because the views, the follower count is not translating to real world sales. It's not translating to product sales. It's not translating to ticket sales. It has to be real life engagement. They want real engagement over numbers. So the numbers don't always tell the full story, in my opinion, which is why I think it's important to have this conversation. He said it's not a side hustle, it's music business. That's where people like me teach them. Teach on. CC, the laughing emojis, Ruby with the laughing emojis. CC says, I fucking love it. Casually mentioned the Grammys and Billboard. Nah, I'm just answering questions. That's all I'm doing. Doo-Wop says, I'm the same way, Uno. I don't like seeing performance footage because I know I'm gonna critique myself the whole time. It's like watching. Both of y'all put on good ass shows. Y'all need to be watching y'all footage, man. Y'all sleeping on y'all sleeping. Y'all sleeping on the footage. Key says gotta watch the game tape to stay sharp. Nah, these niggas gonna stay sharp without the game tape. I just think they missing a good ass show. That's it. But that being said, we'll wrap it up. We'll wrap it up right there. Uno, let the people know how they can support what you got going on, man.
I love this nigga, dog. I love this nigga so much, bro. Hey, man, y'all think I'm a big bad bully, but y'all gotta just listen to him, dog. Just listen to him. Anywho, patreon.com/7pn. Y'all tune in and subscribe. We got a new episode out that just dropped. Go watch our beautiful faces. Go get introduced to Tara. And yeah, man, the whole squad is back in town. So hell yeah. And then Thursday, I got to talk to Philly after this. So maybe Thursday or Friday. New episode with King Harris will drop on the Patreon only. So make sure y'all subscribe to watch that shit. And yeah, man, Plot's out right now. Marquee featuring Casey Families on all streaming platforms. Big Time. Feature OG David James, myself, and Big Time Bait out everywhere. Yeah, man, we got a lot of shit cooking up, so y'all be on the lookout for that. And I'm here Monday through Friday with my dogs.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man. See you tomorrow. Right?
Yeah, peace.
Yes, sir. CTC Radio, the only radio station committed to the coast. We're the only radio station playing all 805 hip-hop and R&B every Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific time. If you like what we do and you want to be a part of it, make sure you visit our website, become a member. That's connect.club, CONNXT.club. Become a member. It's the best way to help us grow the channel. You get discounts on merch. You get access to early content. It also enters you to win prizes. We're giving away tickets to see Dodie Six and Lou Deasy at the Fremont Theater in San Luis Obispo this Saturday, June 7th. So all you have to do is sign up to be entered to win. We'll announce the winners on Friday, June 5th. Thursday. We're announcing the winners on Thursday, June 5th. So you have one more day to sign up to win free tickets. But it's going to be a vibe. Make sure you check that out. If you don't want to spend any money, you don't want to become a member, that's fine. Just tap the link in our Instagram bio. Follow us across all profiles online. And thank you guys so much for tapping in the chat. We always appreciate the feedback. This is an open forum here, so we definitely always appreciate the feedback. We hope to see y'all tomorrow. Don't forget to stream our album, Kush GPT, the 805 album of the year. Got all your favorite 805 artists on that. Make sure you go check that shit out. We'll be back tomorrow. CTC Radio, the only radio station committed to the coast. Let's go. See y'all tomorrow.
So you know the bitch. Just me and you. What's good with you? Your king, your prince, my queen, my bitch.